Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila and I feel like it's been a long time since I've actually uploaded a longer video. Today is a very exciting video. I ordered the 9-drawer Husky storage cabinet and I have it right behind me. It did come fully assembled and we just put the legs on as well as the handle to be able to move it around. I'm really happy with this purchase. I believe I got it from Amazon. I'm going to link it down below. It does come in different colors so you can choose. I got the black one. It's a very solid black, but it has like this glossy finish that makes it really nice. The top is a wooden top and it actually feels really smooth and I'm able to kind of organize my gear on top of it and just use it as a table, which is really nice. Today I'm going to actually be organizing all of my piece of gear because it's kind of everywhere and I'm going to show you in a second how it's going to go and where it's going to go, but I'm really excited to get this process going. The drawers themselves feel really nice. One thing that I was worried about is that they were going to be flimsy, but these are actually really sturdy and you do have to kind of use a little force, so that makes me feel like my gear is going to be safe. Safely stored. I wanted something that could protect my gear from, anything that could fall on it, dust, and this is definitely going to be a game changer for me. It does bring keys so you can lock your equipment if you need to, and it does have a wall charger on the side. So there's a lot going on in this piece of gear. It is actually massive. I didn't expect it to be that big, but I'm super excited and I can't wait to see how we're going to organize everything. Here is the Husky storage cabinet. As you can see, it does have the wall plug right here on the side, and then you can kind of tie around the cable, and this is the little handle that you can pull it with. It's very easy to actually pull, even though the cabinet itself is like 300 pounds, and there you can see that it has the 9 drawers. I'm going to show you now where I'm going to put it. This is where I have all my camera equipment, and as you can see, it's everywhere. There's other pieces of gear like tripods and everything that's somewhere else. And I feel like it's just really messy. Anytime I'm looking for something, I have to look in every one of those bins. So it just makes it really hard for me to work. And then over here, I have my charging station where I used to have my desk, but I'm actually going to use this space to put the cabinet. And then we're going to have to put this a little bit higher because the cabinet itself is really tall. So I'm going to bring it in here and show you the whole process. Okay, so I placed the cabinet where it's going. Now I'm just gonna have to move obviously this a little bit higher so I can put it all the way back against the wall. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it here until my boyfriend comes home and can actually help me with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start organizing on the first drawer. It does bring this little liner foam so I can put my bodies in there, but I want it to be a little bit more secure. Here I have the compartments that I ordered from Amazon. These are just dividers for the drawers that I think I'm going to put on the smaller ones underneath. And then also I got some pieces of foam. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to lay the foam first and then put on my camera bodies and then maybe cut out how they're going to go. I'm actually going to take out the foam that brings with the cabinet itself. So it does bring a couple pieces that you can use, and they are already cut for the drawers and for the drawers. So that's really easy for me to actually put them in where they belong. And then there is a longer one for the top one. I got this foam pack from Amazon and I think it's going to come in really handy. It does bring different sizes. So there's 4 big ones and then 4 little ones. I'm going to take the 4 big ones and kind of see if I can make these work for the top. So that way I can have like the most important pieces of gear here. So obviously I'm using 2 of the cameras right now, so I'm not going to be able to place those there. But I will place the Canon R6. And then the other Canon R6, I think I'm going to have everything disassembled maybe because I don't think it actually will close. So right here I have a R6 with a 70-200 f4 and it doesn't actually close. So all the pieces of equipment will have to be disassembled. And that makes it a little harder for me to actually work because, I'm going to have everything separated, and as I use it, I will have to pull the lenses, but we're going to try. I need to find a cap for the R6. What I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see that these have like this little holes here. So I'm placing everything where I think I'm going to put it, and then I'll go in and make the actual holes. All right, so this is what we have so far. I haven't made any holes or anything because I'm actually scared. But we're going to see how it works. So I'm going to start with the Canons to see if I can actually make some progress. I am going to move on to the lower ones, and I got this compartments from Amazon. And what I want to do is kind of put them on these 2 drawers. I don't know how many I have and how much it would fit, but we're going to try. So we raised this charging station to the top, so everything is how it should be now, and it's all finally set up. So I'm going to show you what the ending result was. Here I have all of my footage. There's one lens that I'm actually using because the FX30 actually doesn't fit in here, but basically here's how I have it laid out. I have my Fuji, my lenses for Canon, my lenses for Sony, the 2 Sonys, 2 Canons, and then I have some other things behind it, like a power bank. So that's the first drawer. I love how easy it's been for me to work with these. I'm actually using the microphones right now, so they're out of here. But basically everything has a place to be. I have my external hard drives, all my audio equipment, some magnets, the 360 camera. Here I have some batteries, MPF batteries, some remote controls for my lights, my ND filters, tripod stuff, basically my base plates. So moving down here, I have some small tripods and some things to clean my lenses, and as well as some chargers that actually go here, but I don't want it to look too messy sometimes. I also have some sprays to make some smoke. Here I have kind of like the flash / lights. So I have my 2 flashes, the 8100 as well, the small flash for the small Sony camera, and memory cards, side handles, trigger for flashes, and then the 2 soft boxes. So you can see one of them needs to be cleaned out with alcohol. And then these are for this Yongnuo light that I love, that it's up here because it doesn't have a place to be yet. Moving down, we have more stuff, my Viltrox monitor, my Ray-Bans that I film BTS with, another light, that's for the 8100. And then this is a Ulanzi or an Amazon newer inflatable light. I have this as well for my small rig. And then on this side, I have the external hard drives that I used for last year. Basically, I have one of these for every year. I have some random stuff here like V-mount batteries, GoPros, some remotes, the chargers for the flashes that I use often, batteries for the GoPro, some things to make them brights in rooms, etc. And then the Fuji, what is this? The Instax, and then the Insta camera. This is a drawer that I haven't figured out yet because it's full of all of my cables. So it's that one up there. So I haven't touched cables yet because that's going to be too much of a work. And then here I have my lights and camera straps. So I have 2 camera straps in there, 3 lights, the 8200, and then the camera strap that I've been using, which is the spider belt that I love. And that all goes in there. So this is all of the equipment. Everything is really nice and clean, and I love it. I feel like this is one of the best investments that I've made for my photography in a while. And then I'm also using the charging station, as you can see. So it looks great, works amazing, and all my equipment is safe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one.